and find that target. And then once I've got that, I had an idea of a win plan. I confirm that win plan with mirage and visuals through the scope. And if that looks good, then I initiate the shot process. And for me, I inhale on the bolt. I don't exhale on the bolt close. I inhale because that gives me a second to then exhale and be ready to shoot, follow through, see the impact, and then make those decisions. And so for me, those are the elements of my process. It should be different for everybody, but if you video yourself, you can make that list of what did I need to do. And if you screwed up or you forgot something, then you can annotate audibly and say, oh shit, I need to add this somewhere in there because I skipped a step. And then you can constantly make it a work in progress to make sure you remind yourself what you need to do to hit a target. And then you can work towards making that shorter.
Totally. Hey, yeah. So, gonna work with these guys, Aero. They're hopping on board with a little advertising, a little work. And they sent the Solus bolt action. So yesterday, day before, one of those days, yesterday I think it was, I went and picked it up. So I can unbox with you guys right here. This rifle is badass. Like for $2,000. This is a $2,000 rifle before I open the box. Okay? So like, come here. Box. Pull that box out of there. Look at this guy. It almost, it's like, dude, it looks like an AI action, really, in a lot of ways. I mean, this is a nice 3-lug. This got to come up if you want to take it off. We learned that. So there you go. So there. Look at this bolt. Nice 3-lug bolt, chunky. It's like either 60 or 70. Looks 60 at 60. So 60-degree bolt. I mean, they make this, but it looks like an ultimatum. It looks like an AI. I mean, take a look at that guy. It's got, look, the chassis got all the pieces, parts.
Okay, I'm going to just jump in here.
Yeah.
I was messing with another chassis, and I run the bolt funny, right? I kind of like chopstick it, and I put my thumb on the back of it. And so the first thing I do when I grab something is I run the bolt back.
To see, well, because like,
I smash my thumb or not? And there's room here. And the one that I was messing with at home, I smashed my thumb.
Well, the Vision, I had the Vision, and it's expensive, like $1,800 chassis. It's the one right in the other room. I can't thumb the bolt because the cheek covers it.
Yeah.
So I either have to change the cheek shorter, or I move the chassis. I put it in a different stock because it didn't do what I wanted it to do, and it's like an $1,800 chassis,
right.
And I can't cam in when I want to.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're going to sell to a lot of people, you need to accommodate all the quirks and weirdness that people do. And if you're going to smash your thumb here, I think that's a problem for the people that put their thumb.
I mean, this is a $2,000.
Balances perfectly.
It's threaded, right? It's adjustability, bag rider, boom. Here, thumb shelf, right? What more do you need out of this guy? It's got this action is like a nice kind of thing. Yep.
It's got a good Arca rail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
it's Arca built in.
Is this? I don't have a KRG, but this kind of reminds me a little bit of this pushes in. I like that a lot of them are having these push button adjustments.
No switch barrel. It's solid. There's no quick change on the barrel. So there's that. Oh, hang on. Let me get that in there for you. So yes, it's toolless. No quick change on that. Does this go up?
I'm trying to figure. Oh yeah, that's the pack.
I wonder if that would rotate up. It needs to go up. No, it doesn't go up. I don't think so.
There's not a slider here. You probably have
I don't see a slider.
But it looks like it's up, down, in and out with this.
Yeah, yeah.
Slide it or here, pop it.
Right,
down.
totally.
But if you needed to make a quick, hasty adjustment, you don't have to pull out.
Yeah, it's right there. Push it and go.
Right.
I mean, it's got all the attachment points. I mean, this is a solid friggin' first rifle. Most people fumble and do something dumb. Oh, the other thing, I checked it and it works. AW or AICS mag.
Oh,
so you got to use the AW. No, the butt plate does not move up and down, Steve. No movement on the butt plate, only in and out, no up and down. So out of all of it, they missed that one piece, but everything else, like I said, $2,000. But it takes the AW mag that doesn't have the hook. So not the AX mag, the AT mag. I can go down and get one.
But the AW is the
AW. So I'll go down and get mags and show you the two mags.
The other day, Frank and I were talking about being able to make adjustments, and we were talking about the difference between prone and the other positions. And I was trying to show you kind of using that cosine concept of length of pull being longer for prone than the other positions. And something like this, and I think that it's going to increase. But when you're prone, you're going to need, I'm going to just pretend that I'm prone, you're going to need a longer length of pull, because as your body becomes more prone, the distance to your eye and your body is longer. I'm going to go over here to be in the camera, right? But then when you get up, notice how my eye came back. If I arc forward and then I arc back, and I can accommodate for that.
And oh, that's a mag pull. Okay, I thought it was SR25.
I'm going to do this with the video here for a second. So I'm in prone, right? There's no scope on here, but let's say I'm in prone. And now, as I keep the rifle horizontal, watch where my eye is, because that's going to be important for the eye box. So I'm coming up, and it's come back. And then something like this, and now I'm back into a more, eye box friendly position with an adjustable piece like this. I think that things like this, as people get better and their expectations increase, you could very quickly pop it out for a prone shot.
Mm-hmm.
But for everything else, you could have a setting, and there's slots in here where you can
marks. Yeah,
you can preset where it's going to be. So I haven't used this, and
I just picked it up.
I'm not but on the first impression, those are the things that I look for. I'm always going to pick it up, see if it's balanced. I'm going to run my thumb back to see if I smash my thumb. Then hasty adjustments, I think that you can get away without it, but as we get better, why compromise the advancement of things like this that will make a difference?
Mm-hmm.
And you really, you might want multiple positions, but I think having two is a great first step, because you're going to have prone. Everything else you could probably get away with a similar length of pull. But that difference between prone and positional could be enough to cost you a point or two. And that didn't take long.
Right.
You press the button, and it's solid.
Again with the mags, AICS and or AW, AICS, pop AW in. AW's in there nice, and it's actually very tight, doesn't rattle. And then AICS, boom, same thing. So takes both AW and AICS, fit secure, fit snug, good mag well, so I would not be worried. And it's a 3-lug bolt, so I would use an AW in this system, because I think it's going to contain it and you won't lose the rounds with some of them. But yeah, that guy's right there. And like I said, adjustable for your hand size. You got a thumb rest right here to adjust, so you can index on your thumb and get that good 90, push that. Smart. And it looks like this will come out, so eventually they'll do a folder, but you don't need a folder, and short for me is fine. The folders usually add a little bit, inch or two.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, they did a nice job on this. Aero did their homework.
I don't use the grips other than just to manipulate the rifle, because I'm holding on to the bolt to do that. But it's got a bulge to it.
Yeah. I might change the grip out, because that is a fat grip. But I'll be here. It is. I could feel it. It's a little flat. I'd like a flatter grip. But some people like the palm swell, especially guys with the bigger hands. But I tend to like a nothing. If you look, actually, the visions here, I can show you the other grip. The grip that I went to with the vision Yeah, I'm just going to have to change this cheek and have a different cheek made. So here's the Vision, and you can see the grip I went to with the Vision. An ergo, but a straight nothing so that I'm just on the grip and there's not much to it. It's just to that. But like Chris was saying, the bolt, when you pull it back, is underneath the hood here, underneath your cheek. So if I'm on here, I can't do that bolt run because you'd have to come under and do it that way. So I almost need this cheek to be about 3/4 of an inch shorter. And I can probably get away with that 3/4 without a problem. So I'd almost have to have somebody 3D make me a new one and just change it, because this is a great chassis. It's just this part that Chris was talking about, how I was running that bolt didn't work with this cheek.
Right. And a lot of it is so far forward, you don't use that space anyway. You could probably slide it way back.
Yeah. I mean, this is a great chassis. Has all the features and all that, and it's not cheap. But like I said, I went to this grip. So I went to like a next to nothing, and so it's not even in my way. I get my 90, and it really just does it. But you can see this grip is the one that I've gone to. So that's that. But I mean, solid.
Yeah, it seems good. I'm not aware of, and I'm not a smith. I'm kind of a knucklehead when it comes to this stuff, but I'm not aware of a connection between the lugs and an AW mag. I think the AW mag, the inside of the mag well has cut with a lip, so it either fits or it doesn't.
Well, AICS was meant to go in a Remington 700, which is a 2-lug rifle, so it's single up the center. The AW is a 3-lug like this one, so you have a lug that's lower, right?
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so there is a lug connection.
Yes. So that bottom, see this bottom lug here? This bottom lug, when you're closed right there, grabs the round. When you have a 2-lug, it's not that way because they're oriented horizontal.
Gotcha.
And they'll miss picking up one, especially if you bang the mags in, and the feed lips get out of whack, you'll sometimes not pick up one of the sides. So guys will have feeding problems with the AW cut because, like, it's easy for these to get knocked out of whack because you're on the clock and you're in here banging it, and it pops it. And so, yeah, exactly. So so this guy's tight, it goes in real tight. So this, you want it to be up in there tight so it picks up both sides. Where if this is a 2-lug action and you don't have the height set correctly, this magazine could be dipped down, not perfect, and then it'll miss that one side because there's not enough bolt to grab it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So you learn something every day.
Yeah.
I use AWs because I found that with these other mags, if I'm single feeding rounds, it doesn't. The AW mags, you can single feed rounds really smoothly right under the feed ramp, whereas with some of these, a lot of times the tip of the bullet, it just won't single feed well. So you got to get in there and finger the bullet forward. And I really like these. I don't know if it's a downside. If you're doing a 12-round stage and you have a 12-round mag, these are 10 rounds. Sometimes with the small bullets, you can
you could fit extras.
11.
Yep.
But you're going to be a round short. On the other hand, if you're a round short, you could single feed it.
Yeah, you could do the 2.
No problem.
That's where the 2. And then, the neat little thing with this action, this Solus action, the serial number is down here. So like when you do your photographs and your pictures now, the serial number won't show because it's actually right here on the shelf of your ejection port. So it's down here in the ejection port. When the guys were like checking it out, they're like, where's the serial number? And it's in there. So it's one of these things, like, I know I put pictures of rifles up all the time and guns, and people will come on like Twitter and that shit, and they'll be like, your serial number, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about my serial number. But they'll always say, your serial number showing. In this one, the serial number won't show, so when you do your cool guy pictures. But yeah, up, back, in, over, and like Chris said, doesn't hit you, and you can come in and not hit.
Yeah. And I like the thumb on the back of the bolt because you can guide it forward and you're not changing the axis of the rifle by grabbing a lever and maybe manipulating the rifle forward and back. If your thumb's on the back of the bolt, you're driving it in line with the barrel and the action. You have less of a opportunity to really cant it and throw it off.
On a tripod, Steve will probably tell you, I've demonstrated, same thing, Casey, I've demonstrated it at classes. If you put the rifle on a tripod and run it like that and watch the muzzle move, you'll see the muzzle move. Where if you come in here and go like that, the muzzle doesn't move. And so you'll see it, especially if you put it on a tripod and just watch the end of the muzzle, and you'll see whether you're moving it, how you run the bolt, and how much it pulls off target.
Yeah. And if you're trying to haul ass even on a bag, and you hit the side of that.
We don't know. We may be able to loosen this, and it may slide up. There does look like there's almost a line in there. It might slide up. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, this push button is friggin' nice. This is a nice toolless kind of deal.
And then pre-fitting it to your body could
yeah, you could just silver Sharpie or paint part marker that. And who's Waters Rifleman?
I don't know.
What is that? What are they talking about? AI? Yeah, excellent. Franks, what's the name of the one magazine company that makes stupid expensive mags? Starts with, oh, yeah. That's for the Tikas. They make a really dumb, super expensive magazine for Tikas, I believe it is. But that might be it, that Waters Rifleman or something. But it's an all steel, really expensive Tika magazine that's like big dollars. Because we get so many guys that have the original Tika mags, and the springs will start to go, and the nose will dip. And so they'll foul. And then you got to pull the spring out, stretch it, put it back together. Well, they sell these aftermarket Tika mags that are like $120 a piece. They're mega expensive. But yeah, they're easily, I think they're 120 each, if I remember right, for those dang Tika mags. But no, I'm really impressed with this Solus rifle. I think they did a great job. We'll see what the accuracy's like. And yeah, we're totally getting psyched to shoot it next week, put it together, and be out next week with it.
Get a good. Do you have an optic picked out for it?
I don't know. I do have a couple optics. I got the Zero comps there. And what do you call it? I got to put a wrench on that to get it off. It's tight. But I also have an Apex to look at. So it's an OEM called Apex. I may put an Apex on here.
Is this one piece or is it
just the rail? It's built in. It's almost like a Surgeon. It's built. The rail's built in. It doesn't say if it's 20. It looks flat. It does look flat, and it doesn't say anything. So I'm going to guess it's flat. But I mean, this almost looks like an AI action. It's squared off. It kind of half Tika, half AI. But then it's like an ultimatum with the bolt. So it's very similar to an ultimatum in the bolt itself. But dang, it's nice.
And for new and never been shot, it runs pretty smooth.
Oh, do they? Yeah, right. Aren't they like? Oh, I think those Waters. They're like what do you call it? $120 a piece. I'm pretty sure that's how much they are. They're super expensive per mag, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this is the Aero Precision Solus rifle. Sub $2,000 or right at like $19.99, $2,000, somewhere in there.
So
threaded.
Never missed a shot.
Yeah.
6.5 Greenmore.
This is definitely a shit hot little rifle. I'm psyched.
It'd be cool to compare it to like a Tika out of the box. For the entry level.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even like really this is like, it's not going to get dirt in it. It's going to stay clean. It's pretty solid.
You'll find out within 30 minutes at the range.
Yeah.
Dirty.
It won't take long. It won't take long.
Yeah, it looks nice.
There you go. So that's the Solus.
$2,000. That's freaking.
Yeah. I mean, why would you send anyone anywhere else? I mean, you got the Tika Tac A1 is where we recommend a lot of people. That's that's up to 2,100 right now. It went from 1,900 to 2,100 with the price increases. So if this is in the 21, this is going to compete exactly with the TAC A1s, and it's going to. I'd have to look up the weight, but it feels 12-ish the way it sits. Maybe 13. Wouldn't you say 13, 14 the way it sits?
With the scope on it?
No, right as it sits. Weight. You think? I think 12-ish. Feels 12-ish. I could put a scale on it, but it feels 12-ish.
We gotta weigh it now.
Yeah. Now I'll have to weigh it.
Maybe it says something.
Oh yeah, there might be marketing material in there. So there's that thing. See what it says. Their propaganda. See what their
Solus.
Their propaganda says.
Old eyes here.
There you go. There should be specs. Do they have any weights?
Let me just look for weight.
Oh, they even have a piece that goes in the front.
Bolt, initial cleaning, shoot a bunch, load your magazines, function check, extraction, unloading.
See, this is where I want these guys to put weaponized math in these books. So you can dope the rifle or have a card with weaponized math in it. I think these companies should probably make it and then give it to them. Say, here's this thing, put weaponized math in. But yeah, look at it. It's got adjustability for height adjustment for the magazine, so you can adjust the that. But yeah, does it have a spec page? There's got to be a spec page that says the weights and shit. It's probably on that page that shows the dimensions. It was here, wasn't it? That one. It's got to be around here somewhere.
They expect us to have eyes that work.
Let me see. I got my glasses on. Ambi bags, fixed stock, bolt stop, magwell length, spigot mount.
We're just gonna have to weigh it.
Yeah, we'll weigh it. They didn't put specs in there. Oh, there's schematics. Maybe it'll be in the schematic. Yeah, you got magazine height adjustments. It doesn't show the back adjusting.
Shooting lead says 11.08 on the 22-inch. Well, I said 10, you said 12, so
yeah.
that's right in the middle.
Yeah, so we're right there. Lubrication. Ooh, got a double ejection port or double spring ejector there. Look at that. Double ejector. It's pretty cool, man. It's got pins. What else it got? Cleaning and maintenance.
Whatever. We'll go shoot it.
Yeah, we'll shoot it and figure it out. You guys have to look it up.
We'll post it.
Aero's a solid company. They totally are. I mean, they did a great job with this guy coming out of the gate. Totally psyched to shoot it. It looks great. You know?